This is not the best angle, but this is how we're doing it. I just wanted to share this. At the end of the day, it is not my goal, and it shouldn't be any Christian's goal, to force a religion down anybody's throat. I will simply continue to share about God because God literally saved my life. Like, He literally changed everything for me. And I think that a lot of people do get stuck in the way that this world runs, and they think that that is truly the only way to live. And Jesus Christ literally showed me that there is an entirely different way to perceive life and to perceive the world around me and to perceive others. And I think that sharing that is never being forceful, but it's just sharing a different take on life. And sometimes people need that. Sometimes people need a different hope. They need something to believe in again, because half of the time our world is filled with hate and war and sickness and death and pain and loss and anger and confusion. And sometimes people need something to hope in again. And at one point, a lot of people believed in the Christian faith, and now people don't, or people are so confused because their life doesn't look like the life that they thought they deserved. And so anytime I'm having a conversation with anybody, in real life, if you knew me, I'm never forcing my religion on you, but I am going to talk about my God. I am going to talk about the relationship that I have with Him, the things that He has saved me from, the things that He took me out of, the things that were going to kill me and ruin my life if I continued going down that way. And I know a lot of people who are living in that way, and they don't see a way out of it. They don't care to see a way out of it. Maybe they are content with that, but secretly they hate themselves, or they're upset with their life, and they really don't have anything to turn to. So their last resort is either to hurt themselves, be done with this world, or give up on every human being ever because of pain and guilt and shame, you know? And I think that, like, a lot of Christians nowadays, you have to understand, we are all human. And Christians aren't just, like, perfectly clean. Not everybody grew up in the church. Not everybody grew up in that lifestyle. Some people come from the streets and they found God that way, and now they're having to live a whole different way because their heart has changed, their mind has changed, and it's all new to them too. And they're growing and they're changing, and they're wanting to share their experience about God and with God, and, like, share that with people who don't know about Him, like, truly know about Him. They only know what people have done in the name of Him, or they only know what people have expressed about Him, but they don't really know Him. And so Christians, when we're sharing this information, is what I want to get to, is that sometimes, like the disciples had to do sometimes, they had to shake the dust off their feet and keep moving. When people don't want to hear it, and when people say, hey, I'm good, I don't care about Christianity, I don't want to know about God, we have to be okay with letting go. We have to be okay with saying, okay, I respect you don't want to hear it. Can I just leave you with this one thing? Or can I honestly, you don't have to tell them. Pray for them. Pray for them later on. Pray that they find more people that will meet them where they're at, and have close people to them that can give them that same information that maybe you were trying to give them. It is not the end game if you don't get to share the gospel with somebody, or if you don't get to say all the things you think you should say, or whatever. At the end of the day, you plant the seeds, you move on. God is growing that seed within that person's heart. Maybe they hear you slightly. Maybe they barely heard anything you said. Maybe they didn't really care at the time. But later on in life, they recall this moment that you brought up something about God, and it changed their life. Who knows? Okay? We don't know. At the end of the day, it is not our jobs as Christians to force our belief on anybody, and I am sorry if anybody on the opposite end has come across Christians who are forceful in that way, because that's not right. That's not how you do it. It is okay to share the gospel, and we should be sharing the gospel, but you have to understand that there are people that are not either ready, and don't get me wrong, I get it. We don't have a lot of time to get ready. Sometimes you just got to get there, but at the end of the day, if someone doesn't want to hear it, we have to be okay. Shake the dust off and keep it pushing. Pray for these people because prayer works. Okay? It works. I know a lot of people that I prayed for that have now been coming to Christ or are now having the little thought that, oh, maybe Jesus could be real. And God is working on them. That's why prayer matters. But at the end of the day, I do apologize on behalf of a lot of Christians who have been forceful, and maybe they've even been a bit too much, or maybe they've been judgmental. Because at the end of the day, it's not my job to judge you. It's not my job to hate on you. And yes, I know you don't like it, but I do hate the sin and love the sinner. Okay? Because God hates my sin and loves me regardless. He doesn't tell me to stay that way. He tells me to change. He tells me to repent. He tells me to, hey, look at this differently, change your mind about it, and understand it's not good for you. It's not good for you. And I know you don't see it right now, but you're going to see it later. And I don't want you to get to that later. I want you to learn it now. So later you don't have to struggle. Okay? At the end of the day, keep sharing the gospel. I'm going to keep doing it here. I'm going to keep talking about my God, because at the end of the day, it's not forcing my religion on you. It's sharing my experience with God with you. Sharing that there is a different way than the way that you've been taught your whole entire life. And if you don't want to accept it, that's fine. I'll say, God bless you, and I will pray for you and keep it pushing. Because I don't have to sit here and I don't have to listen to you blaspheme my God just because you don't even believe him to be real or believe that he is capable of saving you. I don't have to listen to you be negative. I don't have to listen to your insults. I don't have to listen to any of that either. I can keep it pushing as well. It's fine. It's not going to hurt my feelings at the end of the day. All I'm here to do is glorify God with my life and share the gospel. That's it. Planting the seeds and moving along. I can't save you. I can't. And I can't force you to believe in what I believe in. I couldn't even if I tried. That's not my job. My job is to share what I have learned, how the Lord has been changing my life, and how he can do the exact same thing for you if you want it. If you don't, then you don't. But I pray that you do, though. And I'll always pray that you do, because if you only knew the veil that he could remove from your eyes, you would be blessed. Blessed to understand the world around you in a different way.